guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. So if you've watched any of my recent videos, you'll know that I'm planning on doing a big change to my mouse enclosure. I'm making it fully naturalistic, which has resulted in me purchasing quite a few things for them, so I thought today would be the perfect opportunity to film a haul video. I've also bought a few things for my other pets, and I don't often buy this much stuff, so I thought today I'd film a video for you showing you all the things I bought for them recently. So I'm going to start with the rats and my other pets and then move on to everything I bought for the mice because they are the ones I bought most of these things for. So I will of course link everything in the description. Most of this stuff is from Zooplus, so you can find most of the stuff over there, but if you don't have Zooplus in your country, I'll try to find the links to these elsewhere as well. So the first thing I picked up was a spray bottle for my leaf insects and also for my leopard gecko. With Orbit I had just a regular spray bottle, which worked fine for her humid hide, but with these leaf insects being so small, I wanted something that had a finer spray that wasn't too intense, so I picked this up. Now this was actually advertised for plants, and I think that makes it a lot cheaper than if you were to buy one of the reptile ones, but it works exactly the same and I really enjoy it. I love doing this thing. But yeah, I've been using this for a few weeks and it's working a lot better than just the regular spray bottle one I had. So the next thing I picked up is for the rats, and it's just a water bowl. This is aimed at dogs to put in their crates, and this is from eBay, and I just really liked the colour of this. They do have one similar in the cage at the moment, but the way that one attaches they keep knocking it over, so I'm hoping this one is going to be a bit more sturdy, and it is a lot bigger than the one they have now, so I can fit a lot more water in here for them, which is good as it is summer, so I'm really excited to be able to give them this and give them a lot more water in their cage. So the next few things are still for the rats, but it is for their food. I do make them their own homemade mix, and I do follow the Shunammite diet. I do have a whole video talking about rat diets and what to feed them. I don't go into detail on my actual ingredients for my mix, but I do recommend checking out the video made by Isamu Rats. I'll leave that link in the description. That's what I follow, and these are just some of the ingredients that I use. In my mix I was running low on these two particular things, so I picked some more up. So the first thing I picked up is these herbs by Rosewood. I'd run out of these and I needed to pick some more up. I did get 2 bags because I was thinking of using them with the mice in their natural enclosure, and they do have it in their diet as well, so I picked 2 bags of these up. So the next thing I picked up is this dog food, and this is the protein source that I use in my rat's diet. I was using a different dog food, but I found the pieces were quite big, so I wanted to try one that had smaller pieces that I could mix in, and I went for this one. This is Fishmongers Finest, and it's the fish and potato. So the next thing I got is from Poundland, and this is just compressed cocoa soil. I use this in my rat's dig box, and I'm also planning to use it in my naturalistic mouse enclosure, so I picked up 3 bags of these. Their summer kind of garden range is ending, so I was a bit worried that I wouldn't have any for the rest of the year, so I picked up 3 of these and I've already used one of them, so I'm going to get through these pretty quickly. But I picked up these for the rats and also for the mice. So another thing I picked up from Poundland is this Willow. I use this in the rat cage to make like a bridge, and it works really well, so I thought I'd pick another one up before they ran out. And I could also use this to break some of the willow off and use for chew sticks with my mice. You do want to be careful if you're buying willow that's not specifically aimed at pets. Make sure it's not treated or covered in any chemicals, but I've used this one before and it works really well. So the next thing I picked up is kind of random, but as I said, I do want to make a naturalistic cage for my mice, and I did want to incorporate rocks into that, so I went to my local garden centre and picked these up. I did get a few of these to put under their water bottles, and I'm not entirely sure what kind of stone this is. I'm not a stone expert. It kind of looks like slate to me. It's flat, but I'm not entirely sure, but I picked these up just to put in their enclosure to add to it. So I kind of look like Indiana Jones right now, but I picked up some rope. If you're familiar with my mouse enclosure at the moment, you'll know the ropes in there are bright pink, and that is not going to go with my naturalistic theme, so I wanted a more natural looking rope. I think this is called Cecil rope. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce that, but I picked this up because it is a lot more natural and I got a lot of it, so I'm going to make them some ropes out of this to put into their new natural enclosure. So moving on to the stuff I got from Zooplus, the first thing I picked up is some millet, and this is in the bird section. You get quite a bit in the bag, and I was running low. I wanted to get some more, and I've already opened it so they can have some, but this is for the mice and this will last them probably a very long time. I also picked up this grass nest, and it is a bit bigger than I was expecting when I ordered it, but I have a lot of mice now, so it's fine. And I wanted this because it has a few different entrances and exits, which is good when you have a big group of mice, and it also looks really natural, so I'm sure they're going to enjoy destroying this and it's not going to look this nice ever again. So I picked up another Willow tunnel. They did have one of these before, but they've completely destroyed it, so I thought I'd get them another one. And I think this is the medium size, but again, this is really natural and I'm really excited to use it in their new cage. So the thing I was most excited about with this order is the cork bark. I picked 2 pieces up and they are very different. This one is a really good size and has really good holes on either end, and it also has a really cute one they can kind of poke out of from the top. And then I also got this one, which again is very different to the other one. It's a little bit slimmer, but I think they will still fit through the holes, and this one also has like really cool moss on the top. So I'm really happy with these two. I know a lot of people have ordered cork bark from Zooplus in the past and it's really been like dirty, but I've been pretty lucky with mine and it is really good, so I'm really excited to put this in their enclosure. So the next thing I picked up is this log hide. This again is a bit bigger than I was expecting it to be. I'm a little bit disappointed it's not as like arched as I was expecting, but with them being mice they will still fit through this, which is fine, so I picked this up. I also picked up this wooden bendy ladder. Now I don't need any more of these. I was sorting through my pet supplies at the weekend and I must have found like 5 of these, so I definitely didn't need another one, but at the same time you can never have enough bendy bridges because my rats break them all the time, so if the mice don't use this, I'll definitely be using it for the rats. So the next thing I picked up I'm also really excited about. It's this multi-chamber hide. Now I was looking at some more expensive ones. This is like really hard to show you on camera, but I was looking at some from Pet and I just couldn't justify spending like £30–40 on a wooden box. So I found this one on Zooplus. The only thing I don't like about it is the bottom is like solid wood. It's not open, so if they do pee in here, it's going to get gross, but the price of it makes it justifiable to just replace it. So I picked this up and I'm really excited to use it. A lot of people use this in their naturalistic enclosures, so I'm really hoping the mice like this and use this as like their main sleeping area. So yeah, I think that's everything. There's a few things I've ordered that haven't arrived yet. I have ordered like a coconut that hangs from the top, but I ordered that from China, so who knows when that's going to turn up. And I also do need to buy a few more things to make their naturalistic enclosure, but you'll see those in the final result when I show you their enclosure as a whole. But I just wanted to show you some of the things I picked up recently for my animals, but mostly for my mice. As I said before, I will try to leave everything linked in the description, so if you want something that you've seen in this video, definitely check my description and hopefully I've linked it there for you. But yeah, that was my haul. I don't often film these anymore because it's not often that I get this much stuff in one go, but hopefully you enjoyed seeing this video and the things I picked out. Make sure you are subscribed to see any more animal content from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!